Paris Jackson just revealed something deeply personal, and honestly, it's changing the way fans see her completely. During a recent podcast appearance, Paris admitted that addiction didn't just affect her health, it changed who she was as a person. And according to her, the version of herself during those years became really ugly. That's a shocking thing to hear from someone who grew up in one of the most famous families on Earth. But what she confessed next made the story even heavier. Paris said her struggles actually started long before drugs or alcohol entered the picture. She revealed she dealt with self-harm and emotional pain as a kid, while also battling unhealthy relationships with food and intense self-hatred. She described feeling this constant need to reach for something outside herself, something to fill a void she couldn't explain. And looking back now, she says those were early warning signs, but things became even darker once addiction took over. According to Paris, alcohol completely erased the values she was raised with. She explained that kindness mattered deeply in her family, but when she drank, that side of her disappeared. She openly admitted she became vindictive, dishonest, and someone she barely recognized. And hearing her describe herself that way caught a lot of fans off guard, because for years, people mostly saw the quiet, artistic side of Paris Jackson. But behind the scenes, it sounds like she was fighting a brutal internal battle. And many fans have long speculated that growing up under the Jackson family spotlight may have added even more pressure behind closed doors. Imagine dealing with grief, global fame, nonstop headlines, and public scrutiny while still trying to figure out who you are. By just 17 years old, Paris had already entered treatment. But according to her, getting sober wasn't some magical turning point where everything suddenly became perfect. In fact, she recently admitted that several years into sobriety, life became very hard. She revealed she still struggles with depression, OCD, and CPTSD, saying she had to learn how to cope without the destructive habits she once depended on. That honesty is exactly why her recent comments are getting so much attention online. Instead of pretending recovery is inspirational every single day, Paris showed the side people rarely talk about, the exhausting, messy reality of trying to rebuild yourself after years of pain. And fans are responding strongly to it. Many praised her vulnerability, saying her openness could help others who are silently dealing with addiction or mental health struggles themselves. Because at the end of the day, Paris Jackson's story isn't really about celebrity drama. It's about someone who hit a breaking point, faced the ugliest parts of herself, and is still choosing to keep going anyway. And honestly, that may be the most powerful thing she's ever shared.